have to glorify the situation or take a side in the situation, because I love both of them guys. They both have real good crafts. Gucci being the OG, Shiesty being the youngster, representing young culture, the YNs, so to speak. I don't think he was wrong for the signing, which I feel like Gucci should have signed him out the contract if he wanted, because Gucci been down that road before. But at the same time, the robbery part was wrong. Whether he had something to do with it or not, or whether his men just acted off impulse, that was the wrong part about the situation. But other than that, I hope both of them guys come out unscathed. Gucci reputation remain intact, and Pooh Shiesty get out of his situation. It's kind of hard being on supervised release, but I don't want to see him go down that road. He got a craft. He the next one in line to be the next NBA young boy. So you know what I'm saying. So I would love to see him, continue his career and just move past both of them. Yeah.
I am sure for so many, you said that, you were cool with Gucci. And because of the whole So Icy record, and, we finally seen Gucci and Jeezy perform this song together on stage during the Verses. I'm sure that a lot of people are, what is your relationship with Gucci Mane?
I mean, Gucci is he a real dude. I really can't say nothing bad about him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he went further than probably most people expected, including myself. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And he became a cultural icon. Yeah. So I can't, really say nothing bad about him. You know what I mean? And he brought some people in the game. It's, if you look at his track record, it's some people that came behind him because of him.
Nikki Walker, a lot of people.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got a question. If Big Meech gets robbed and has to report it to the police, to talk to the police about him being robbed, does that make
do that? I wouldn't never talk to the police about getting robbed.
There it is.
Hold up. Big Meech was just asked to speak on Pi getting arrested over allegedly robbing Gucci Mane just to get out of that 1017 deal. And now this story is everywhere. Blogs are going wild with it, reposting, resharing, pushing it everywhere. Now listen, I don't even think this question hit Meech after that track dropped at midnight. Gucci Mane going straight at Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, even bringing family into it. The song Crash Dummy over that Zithoven beat literally lays out what the feds are claiming happened. And here's the wild part. Right after those allegations were read in court during the bond hearing, this track suddenly drops. So yeah, it feels like Meech probably got asked about this earlier and we're just now seeing the clip surface. I even tried tracking down the full video, but I couldn't find it anywhere, just snippets floating around. But the real question they threw at Big Meech was simple. Would you call the police in that situation? And let's be real, that's not even an option for someone like him. If you know his background, you already know what his answer's gonna be. There was never a point where Meech wasn't deep in the streets, so calling law enforcement, that's off the table completely. Like, think about it. If you're involved in that life, you can't turn around and call the police. It doesn't work like that. And honestly, even beyond that, he just wouldn't move like that anyway. But let me say this before people start twisting it, because I already know how fans get when Gucci Mane's name comes up. Y'all are gonna have your opinions regardless. Meech has been doing more interviews lately, speaking on various situations and sharing his perspective. He even popped up on Icewear Vezo's platform, breaking things down further. But overall, let's keep it 100 for a second. 1017 as we knew it, it could be done. Street artists aren't lining up to sign with Gucci Mane after this, no way. Once he dropped that song detailing everything, even without naming names, the perception changed instantly. And remember, this is all happening while federal proceedings are active, people trying to get bond, facing serious time. So for him to release that right now, yeah, that raised eyebrows everywhere. Then it comes out that Gucci allegedly gave a statement too, And people were like, wait, what? Because let's be honest, if you told most people he got robbed at a label meeting, they wouldn't expect him to stay silent if police got involved. But making a whole track about it, that's a different level. That's basically saying, I'm standing on this, and people are reading it like, this might lead to testimony next. Because once you put it out there like that, there's no walking it back. Even if reports say he hasn't officially spoken to the feds yet, the perception is already locked in. And Atlanta? Yeah, they're reacting heavily to this. You've got voices like Big Bank, Bloody J, and even Young Scooter's circle speaking out. People from the city are genuinely shocked he went this route, because from their perspective, it looks like he's telling the story publicly in a way that could end up in federal court. And that's why everyone's asking the same thing right now. What is really going on? Because this right here, this feels different.
Nigga snitched on a Zaytoven beat. That's crazy.
And then when you look at the 1017 brand as a whole, it really starts to feel like something shifted completely. At this point, you've basically got Pooh Shiesty still holding it down, Fujiano already out of the picture, and that foundation just doesn't look the same anymore. Now listen, Gucci still makes good music, nobody's debating that. People still ride to it, still run the classics, still bump those early records like they're untouchable. But a big part of the 1017 identity was never just music. It was that image of being official, really from that life, really standing on that energy. That's why so many street artists were drawn to it in the first place. It felt authentic. But when you start stripping pieces away, especially when artists like Fujiano are gone and others are moving in different directions, the perception changes. Even with Shiesty still around and Fujiano potentially coming home later, the question becomes, does that same energy even pull new artists in anymore? Like, are people really gonna step into that street rapper under 1017 lane after everything that's happened? Because yeah, Gucci can still tour, still make money, still wave the 1017 flag, but the brand itself doesn't hit the same way it used to. It's just a different moment now, whether people want to admit it or not. And at this point, you can feel the reaction online shifting too. People are genuinely like, wait, what is going on? Some are even questioning whether this is real life because it's moving so differently from what they expected from a label like this. And honestly, I get it, because we've never really seen this level of public unraveling from a major street rap brand in real time. It's surprising, it's messy, and it's changing how people view everything attached to it. Now we'll just have to see what happens next, because nothing about this feels settled yet. And in the middle of all this, one thing is clear. It's all chaos, controversy, confusion, conflict, and confrontation playing out at once. That's the space we're in right now, and everybody's watching it unfold.